slightest. Has he decided Russia's responsible after all?
No, he's dead.
Tell me you're lying.
I swear, I'm not. A heart attack got him an hour ago. They couldn't revive him.
Shit. That means that Mendez is in charge.
Is that all you can say at a time like this?
It's all I can afford to say.
I swear, Ellis, you ever get the feeling that there's something funny going on?
There's nothing funny about this situation, Mr. President.
Knock it off. You know what I mean.
I'm not sure that I do.
It's just all of this feels harder than it should. Like there's something pushing back against everything we're doing.
You sit in the big office. There's always going to be people pushing back reflexively on anything you do. You know I've got your back, and so does the country. So, worry less about the hypothetical crises, and let's deal with the real one we've got facing us right now.
Joint Base Andrews, this is Air Force One on approach. Do you copy?
We read you loud and clear. Welcome home. I've got you on a bearing of 100 at 16 Angels, over.
Sounds about right. Gonna alter course to the southeast, heading 150, then come around and park her.
Sounds good. It'll be good to... Wait a minute, what's that?
Andrews, what are you reading?
We've got a SAM. Evade. Evade.
Copy that. I see it. Initiating evasive maneuvers. Shit, we're not gonna make it!
This is more like
Air Force One?
We made it.
Air Force One.
Awesome.
Mayday, mayday! This is Air Force One. We have a missile impact and are going down. Repeat, we are going down. Are you sure you want to do this? The optics are going to be terrible.
With all due respect, Mr. Mendez, screw the optics. Manhattan's in a crisis state, and this is the one club I've got left in my bag. Hell if I'm not going to take a swing.
Agreed. Hopefully, this will only be needed for a short time, and we can deal with the fallout once the crisis is past. And if it's not over quickly, what do we do then?
Then you better learn some useful skills, because if this thing drags on, the damn optics will be the least of our worries. Carlos, thank you for taking my call. I understand you've got your hands full, too. No, I understand. Not the time for pleasantries. No, we're no closer to finding a cure. Look, if we had anything, we'd be sharing it. This is bigger than borders.
But these rumors of a broad-spectrum antiviral are just that. Rumors. Now, let's talk about this proposal of yours to shut down the border crossings in El Paso. I know you've got a lot of people headed south from there right now that you can't afford to take care of. Believe me, we don't want to outsource our problems to you.
Bug out is set for tomorrow at noon.
I still don't feel right about it, Senator. We should be staying here and...
And doing what? Getting sick? Dying? We need to keep the government of this country intact so we can get through this crisis. And that means getting the hell out of Dodge for the duration.
President Mendez is going to need help.
What Mendez needs, you can't give him. Now start packing. Once that caravan rolls out, it's not stopping until we get to Raven Rock. The situation's that bad?
It's worse. We should have done this a week ago, but Mendez wanted to put on a brave face for the public.
He's not going, is he?
No, he's not. We're getting what's left of the Senate, Congress, and Cabinet out of town. The Pentagon has already moved their people.
The Pentagon's always ahead of the curve. So what's the plan for White House staff?
I'm sorry. You're considered non-essential personnel. They're not pulling you out.
I see. Well, I guess I better get back to work then. There's gotta be something inessential around here for me to be doing.
Watch over.
What we've got on the table is a possible solution.
What we've got is a possible disaster. We haven't done nearly enough field testing on your solution. We don't even know if it's toxic, for God's sake.
What we do know is that people are dying, and this stuff kills the green poison. How many deaths do you want on your hands because we waited for tests to come back to tell us what we already knew?
Fine, you've got my authorization. But God help us if you screw this up.
We start spraying in 2 days. In the meantime, you can announce a new program designed to stop the spread of green poison and look like a hero. And when this is all over, I'll say, I told you so.
I hope to God you get the chance.
It's clear that a small-scale activation didn't do the trick. Hell, it went backwards on us. We've got reports of agents going rogue. With all due respect, Mr. President, you can't toe-dip in a situation like this. Half measures aren't worth squat. Half measures my ass. Those agents have full executive authority and the most advanced tech in our arsenal. None of that matters if you took them into the deep end without a lifeline. Jesus, Larry, you've read history books. Fine. Call Louis Chang and let him know the second wave is a go.
Shit last night.
Okay, people, let's keep this ball rolling. Ramon, what have you got?
We've got the Iowa delegation on board if they get the amendment about biofuels.
How many are left in the Iowa delegation?
4. The rest are all sick.
Well, let's hope those 4 stay healthy. Who else can we count on?
Hey, just got this. The junior senator from Nebraska just sent her staff home for the duration.
Damn it, we were counting on her support once we got through the house.
You have to wonder if it's worth it.
What is? This?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting really bad out there. Shouldn't we be, doing something else to help?
You mean instead of trying to push through an energy bill with the world falling to pieces?
Well, yeah.
Look, sooner or later this is going to pass. And when it does, all the problems we're dealing with now, they'll still be there. So it makes sense for us to keep trying to deal with them because someone has to.
And because we're at the bottom of the pay scale.
That too.
Let's get this rolling. Lannon, Guzman, you're going to help out the kitchen on 2nd Street Northwest. They're getting overwhelmed and could use a few more hands.
Got it. Let's go.
Taylor, Zimmerman, you're together at the shelter on I Street. No policy debates while you're out there, you hear me?
Oh, come on, man. You never let me have any fun.
Fun times come later. For now, we've got hospitals, shelters, and food kitchens that are all getting swamped, and they need a helping hand, regardless of politics. So get out there, keep your mouth shut, and help the people. That is what we're here to do, remember?
Yeah, come on, Taylor. I'll drive.
All right. Now that we've got that settled, Blevins, Cole, you're up next.
So what's our situation? Give it to me straight. I don't want any of this mamby-pamby bullshit people have been feeding me about what's going on.
Mr. President, it's bad. Whoever planned this timed it perfectly. We've already got outbreaks in 22 cities domestically and 14 internationally, and the reports are still coming in.
Do we have any idea who's responsible? Or is this a natural outbreak?
Negative on that, sir. DCD has just confirmed the pathogen is a smallpox variant. There's no way that got loose where it did, when it did, without some help.
So who was it? Moscow?
They've got problems of their own, sir. The truth is we don't know. We just don't know.
Gentlemen, ladies, I don't think I need to tell you the situation is dire. Exactly how bad it is, that's what we're here to discuss. Ambassador Minich, you have a report?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Unfortunately, it's not an optimistic one. If you look at the projections here, you will see that the infection is spreading despite our best efforts to contain it. Make no mistake, we are looking at a worst-case scenario. We have verified cases on every continent and 147 countries, with the number growing pretty much daily. Infections are radiating out from major travel hubs into smaller cities and rural areas. In short, even the most draconian quarantine measures have failed. We need to concentrate on relief efforts and on finding a cure.